What about, exchanges? So we've seen SIBO, we've now seen CME. Do we see more exchanges adopt contracts and also widen the variety of contracts they're offering?
Absolutely. I mean, this is just the beginning. So, I mean, whether you're the exchange operators, you're somebody that's making a market in this, or you're somebody that wants to speculate on the asset itself, I mean, overall, people are just dipping their toes in the water. So I think in 2018, we'll see NASDAQ also roll out futures contracts. And I'm sure the existing exchanges that are supporting derivatives today will continue to roll out more and better products.
New futures contracts, Spencer, make it easier to place short bets on Bitcoin, but the upward trajectory of Bitcoin hasn't ended. Why is that?
That's a very good question. I think that overall we need to consider a different mental model than what we use for equities. I mean, in a typical equity, as price rises, if we think about that supply-demand imbalance of buyers and sellers, as price rises, the supply of people that are willing to sell a particular stock increases. And meanwhile, demand tends to fall off as financial ratios like a price to earnings or an enterprise value to revenue tend to get very high. It's kind of the opposite case with Bitcoin here. If we think about the supply side here, probably 80 to 90% of Bitcoin is locked down with long-term holders that have sincere conviction in this asset. They've been through up markets, down markets, hyper volatile markets, and multi-year bear markets. If we think that if they didn't sell at 10,000, I don't know why they'd start selling at 20,000. So there's not a lot of supply that's about to come onto the market. And on the demand side, Bitcoin has this weird feature where it's kind of reflexive. People took Bitcoin much more seriously when it went over 10,000 than they did when it was only at 1,000. Similarly, I think some will do the same when it's over 20,000 as well.